What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-Pack. I am rocking it solo. It is Monday, January 3rd, first Monday of 2022. I hope everyone had a great weekend, a great New Year, Merry Christmas, whatever you did. I hope it was a ton of fun. Spent some time with family, etc. The weather is getting cold out here, so we know winter has finally arrived. And that means the NBA is in full swing. So we got 10 games tonight. I just dropped the members only video for our members. This is just going to be a public video back to the normal routine. Before I hop into this slate, I'm going to shout out our promoters real quick. So first off, Jazz Sports. When you sign up and join Jazz Sports, you get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 in your first bet. That's $1,000 back if your first wager is graded a loss. Just a really good deal. It'll be tough to find a deal that'll beat that across the industry. So I recommend everyone check that out. The promo code is 5-Pack. The link will be in the description section of the video. And then same goes for Loose Lines. Loose Lines is an affiliate of Jazz Sports. They offer really good lines and odds over there, reduced juice and other good perks. You get an additional 50% off when you deposit at Loose Lines. So again, I recommend and encourage everyone to go check that out. The promo code is also 5-Pack at Loose Lines. The link will be right below the link for Jazz Sports in the description section of the video. All right, with that out of the way, let's talk some NBA. I got 5 guys that I want to bring up. So starting at the top, we got Patrick Beverley, P-Bev. So Beverley's in good form. He's played good ball since he came off the COVID list. He's 31 in the past 2 games, coming off a really nice game yesterday with a 37 spot. Price down back to 5,200, going back to staying in LA, but going back to the Clippers, going back to play a Clippers team that he was with for a few years. Obviously, he should have a little extra motivation coming into tonight. But even aside from that, taking that out of the picture, he just looks like a really good look in all formats. The prototypical cog in the machine. I think you can plug him in for around 30 DK points, and at 5,200, we'll take that in all formats. Maybe a slightly better cash play, but I also think he's certainly got upside at this price with Russell and Towns out. We've seen it a few times this year. The 31 plus in 4 out of 5 and back-to-back games is nice to see. And he looks like a solid look in all formats. Kind of in the same token, double the price of Beverley, as a matter of fact, is Bradley Beal. I view these guys similarly. They're both cogs in the machines, just at different price points. Beal has played really well the past 3 games, culminating in a 63 spot against the Bulls last time out. Now he finds himself in the dream spot against the Hornets, who are awful defensively. With no Dinwiddie, no Howell Neto, and no Aaron Holiday on the court, Beal's usage and assist rates are just sky high. And again, in this matchup, he looks like one of the better spend-up options on the slate. I haven't been able to say that much about Beal so far this year. Finally back to where we know he's been the past few years, the past 10 years, or 5 to 10 years, I would say, when Wall has been off the court and when Westbrook's been off the court, etc. Beal's just been a stud, and he's showing that the past 3 games. So he looks like one of, if not the overall top stud in all formats at a not that expensive 10-4 price tag. Another guy I would say is in that same realm is going to be Marcus Morris Sr. So mentioned this on the members only video. He wooed and let down a lot of people by not playing last game against Brooklyn when the Clippers actually won. I expect him right back in the starting 5 tonight. He'd been really, really good before that. Not that he was bad there. He didn't play. 35 plus in 5 straight, 40 plus in 3 of those games, playing big minutes. I think this game is probably competitive enough where Morris isn't losing run in the second half because it's a blowout. The Clippers have been competitive for the most part all of this year. Again, they played last night, so I expect them to play well in the first half, if nothing else, which sets up for Morris to get his full allotment of minutes here at $6K, given his current game log and how he's playing right now, with Paul George out, with Kawhi obviously out, still missing a bunch of bodies. He looks like one of the better filler / just cog types in all formats at $6K. All right, now we get to a couple cheap fillers I wanted to talk about. So there's other studs on this slate I like quite a bit. If you want more detail on that, go check out the DFS 5-Pack so you can get access to our members-only videos. But a guy that I think you can look at everywhere is going to be Maxi Klebera. So we know Porzingis is out. Klebera came back yesterday and played 24 minutes. I think we can expect about the same, maybe a couple more tonight. Denver's decimated. They're going to need size, though, going against Jokic. Not that Kleber's going to like win us tournaments, but I think he's a solid bet to get us 20 plus DK points. And at 3,600, those guys don't throw on trees. With other studs I like a lot, you could do much worse than just plugging in Kleber and moving on. In that same vein is going to be Daniel Theis, 3,500, 100 less than Kleber. I think I like him more than Kleber. Played 27 minutes last time out, wasn't productive at all. But we know he can be productive when he gets run. I mean, as evidenced by the 44 spot he dropped against the Knicks on the 16th of December, which just so happens to be the last time I used him. So he is on my good side, although that seems like years ago. No Christian Wood tonight. No Alperen Sengun. I think you're just going to see Theis play a ton of minutes trying to match up with Philly inside. Not that he could stop Joel Embiid, but where else is Houston going to go? 3,500. I think his upside's higher than Kleber. I think they're very similar plays. I slightly prefer Theis. I think they're both solid filler pieces in all formats if you want to spend up on other guys. That's what I got for you guys. If you want more info, more content, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We'd love to have you over there. We got a full week of NBA, NFL, not MLB yet, but soon enough. I'm going to be making the NFL video with DFS Patriot. My Browns, unfortunately, eliminated from the playoffs, going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers in Ben Roethlisberger's final home game as a Steeler. So should be a good one. I'm excited to talk that out with him. Until then, thanks to all you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.